Alright, so this is Pablo Moreno. Pablo, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a student at Barrett. I wrestle at ASU, and I have a tendency to get my bike stolen.
The big problem we've seen around campus here. So, how many bikes have you had stolen from you since school started?
Let me see. I got 3 bikes stolen.
Wow. So you had, like, it's quite a number there. Just since the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah, I'm a freshman, so...
Happens to lots of freshmen, you think?
Yeah, I think it happens to people that don't have U-locks.
Alright, so what was your initial reaction to each of the different thefts?
The first time it happened, it was a pretty nice bike. It was a Schwinn that was a gift from my uncle. It wasn't new, it was his old bike, but it was a relatively nice bike. And I was mad. I was freaked out, and I checked all over the place, even though I know I'd parked it where I did, and came to the conclusion that the thin block had been clipped and was stolen. Second bike, I left outside the pod by myself, forgot about it because it was a crappy bike, and I forgot that I'd gotten a new bike, so I probably deserve to have that one stolen. Third one stolen would have been a second gift, and it was it was a really nice bike that I bought myself. Expensive too, it was about 400 some bucks. Little BMX bike I wanted to start picking up, and somebody got overnight, he clipped it, and he tried to clip it, gave up on clipping the lock, and rather unscrewed the frame and took off with most of the bike.
Dang. Did you do anything to try to recover the bikes?
Initially I had their IDs posted on the ASU thing, but most of the bikes I got stolen were generic mountain bikes, and I didn't expect ASU to do anything about it.
So you say you posted them on the ASU thing. Can you tell us a little bit about what that thing is?
It's like a theft recovery program where you put the ID of the bike so you can check the bike, and you check the ID, I forget what the specific name of the ID is.
Yeah, serial number?
Serial number, it's printed in the actual frame.
Huh?
And if it matches your description, the police will help you recover the bike, but the odds of you finding it are slim from that.
Alright. So, how were all the bikes locked up or left when you left them? Like you said, you lacked a U-lock, so guessing were they all chain locked up?
First bike had a thin cable chain. I was at my chem lab off of, I want to say, University, and they clipped the bike within the 2 hours I was in class and took off with it in the middle of the day. Second bike I left at the pod overnight with a with a U-lock, only clipped to the frame, which would do a little more than deter a thief. And and my Colt I had locked out for one night overnight with a pretty thick chain or cable lock. So the thieves gave up on cutting it, got an Allen key, unbolted the stem, rebolted the stem, took off with it, and left me a nice pair of handlebars with no cable.
Clever guy. Have you done anything differently, lock up your bikes, or to prevent any more thefts?
I don't think there's financial benefit to the police in helping recover bikes, and I don't think it's considered a big enough deal for them to really go out of their way to look for it.
Right. So you don't really trust the system they've got here?
I figure if your bike's stolen, it's taken apart, it's on Craigslist, or it's at the swap meet.
Have you tried locking your bikes up in different ways?
Honestly, the new BMX bike I got, I use new because it's new to me. I have to buy it off Craigslist. I keep it inside my dorm. And I have a mountain bike that I ride around campus and make sure it looks crappy so this one doesn't get stolen.
Alright. So you haven't gotten a U-lock?
I lost the key to it.
You lost the key to U-lock. Okay. Future reference, everyone, remember the key to U-locks. Alright, so, do you have any suggestions to help prevent bike theft throughout campus?
I know it's obtrusive, but get 2 U-locks if you really care about your bike. And the best quote I've heard is, crappy bike, nice lock.
Nice. Well, thanks for your time, Pablo. That's all we got, so thanks again.